All right, so have you ever kind of felt like, things aren't as separate as they appear?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Like maybe we make it all a bit more rigid in our minds than it really is.
Oh, for sure. I think we all do that to some extent.
Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into today, non-dual spiritual teachings.
And what I find so fascinating about non-duality is that it's not just some, heady philosophy.
Yeah.
It really makes you question those deep down assumptions we have about, well, about everything really, reality, who we are, even time.
Okay, got to admit, I sometimes get tripped up on that whole time is an illusion thing.
Hmm.
I mean, my watch sure seems to think it's real.
Right.
So how does non-duality square that?
But I think it comes down to understanding like what experience really is. We never actually touch the past or the future, right?
You know,
All we've got is this moment right here, memories, plans, that anxious feeling about tomorrow's meeting. It's all happening right now.
so it's more like the past and future only exist as like thoughts in the present.
Exactly. And this all ties into this idea of the conditioned mind. Non-duality suggests our minds are kind of shaped by past experiences, by what society tells us is true.
Right.
And that creates a feeling of separation, of being a solid, separate self, which is part of the illusion.
You've mentioned that self idea a couple times now, but if it's an illusion, then who am I? Like, what's doing the experiencing?
Ah, the big question, right. That's the one we all want the answer to.
Right.
But non-dual teachings, they suggest there's a reality beyond that limited me we usually think we are. They call it awareness or Buddha nature.
Mm.
It's not about denying your personality or your body, just realizing those aren't the whole picture.
Okay, so how do we even start to tap into this deeper awareness?
Practices like meditation and self-inquiry are key. Like in a Vipassana meditation, there's this technique they call noting, where you simply label thoughts and feelings as they pop up. Helps create space between you, the observer, and all that mental chatter.
I've tried meditating, but I get so distracted. It's like my thoughts have a mind of their own.
That's where practice comes in. It's not about stopping the thoughts completely, that's near impossible. It's more about recognizing, hey, I'm not those thoughts. I'm the one watching them.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like, when you're at the movies. You can get lost in the story. Or you can remember, hey, I'm just watching a screen.
I get it. It's like taking a step back, seeing the whole picture, not getting lost in the details.
Precisely. And as you cultivate this awareness, you start to loosen that grip of identification with your thoughts, your emotions, can lead to a lot more freedom and peace within.
So we're not just passive observers.
Yeah.
Right. If everything's connected, our actions must have some ripple effect.
Oh, absolutely. Non-duality isn't saying to be irresponsible or passive. It just, it shifts your viewpoint, right?
Yeah.
Recognizing that connection can spark compassion, make you want to act for everyone's good, not just your own.
It sounds like this can be a pretty big change in how we see things. Any traps we should watch out for?
One thing people get wrong is thinking non-duality leads to apathy. But seeing through the illusion of the separate self doesn't mean you don't care anymore. In fact, it can make you even more empathetic and connected.
So it's less about erasing who you are, more about seeing how you fit into the bigger picture.
Exactly. Like waves in the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Each wave is unique, but they all come from and go back to the same ocean.
This has been honestly mind-blowing. I'm starting to see how these teachings can really offer a totally different way of living life.
And this is really just the starting point. Think about this. If that sense of separateness is an illusion, what could that mean for how you relate to others, to your work, even how you handle tough times?
Hmm.
It's a question worth exploring, I think.
Definitely. And for everyone listening, this deep dive doesn't end here. Keep asking those questions, keep exploring, see where your own path takes you.
Yeah, follow your curiosity.
Thanks for joining us. It's been a fascinating journey.
Absolutely.